everyone, welcome back to the Dr. Sia channel. In the video here today, we're going to be talking about a term that I heard quite recently. You might not know what it is, you might know what it is. I thought I'd put it out there. It's called revenge rostering. Let's get started. All right, so what is revenge rostering? Well, and what I'm going to be answering is not just what revenge rostering is, but also why it's extremely harmful and how it's tied to our defense mechanisms. So, revenge rostering is when you are working as a casual worker. You don't have a roster that is consistent, and somebody who has the power to roster you at work, to decide what time you are scheduled to work, uses that power to schedule you, roster you into a time that they know would hurt you. So it's a term that's used often in hospitality. It's used in restaurant work, in the kitchens. I don't know who coined it. I know one of my patients told me about it, and I thought I'd come and share it with you guys. That there's like this form of way that bosses will get back at you, managers will get back at you if they believe that you have scorned them somehow, hurt them somehow, or doing something that they don't like. It's kind of a way of pushing you out of the job. It's a way of hurting you within the job. It's a power play. It's a way of saying, you listen to me. I'm the boss. It's also a way of saying, you hurt me. Now I'm going to hurt you back. So what is this idea of revenge rostering? Well, it kind of seems like there's two major ideas here. One, it's the idea that by hurting other people, you can have power over them. And that, of course, you can hear is quite a antisocial idea. It's quite a sociopathic idea. And you'd be surprised, but it's not that uncommon. Just because we have sociopathic ideas doesn't mean that we're full-blown sociopaths. And it seems to me that a lot of people who are in managerial positions in hospitality, for example, end up with these sociopathic ideas. Like, I should be able to, or I would want to control you through this power. That I have the power to roster you at an hour that's going to hurt you, so listen to me, because otherwise I might hurt you. Now, that's not too far away from, I think, this second concept that's related to revenge rostering, which is the idea that you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back. I think that's the key kind of thing about revenge is, somehow if I have a hurt in me that you put in me, if I put some hurt in you, then that's going to make me hurt less. I mean, it's completely delusional. The idea of revenge is completely delusional, but still, I mean, humans have it. We have it. Many people have it. So I think when we put it together, these two ideas that I have power over you, I can hurt you, and on top of that, now you hurt me? No. Now I'm going to exact my revenge on you. I'm going to put the hurt in me in you, and then we'll see what happens. Now here's one of the key aspects of this, I think for those who do revenge rostering, I think not only must there be some idea of some delusional notion, of course, around if I have a pain and I put it in you, then I'm going to feel good. So some belief in revenge, even though it doesn't work. But there must also be some concept there around projections, I think. I think the person must be projecting because, I think to myself how often things happen to people. People get sick, people can't come to work, people have troubles and so on and so forth. I think if you're revenge rostering, then you must have at work gone through so many instances of employees and people who you are rostering, people who you're organizing the schedule for, being not attending or not coming or not appearing on time or not, saying that they're sick, but then you thinking that it turns out that they weren't, and so on and so forth. I think there must be a certain amount of projection going on for a person in a position like that who starts to revenge roster. I think they must be thinking to themselves that many more hurts that they have experienced at work are intentional than they actually were. I think a really good example that a patient of mine gave me said she applied to be on leave, couldn't get the leave, and then actually got sick on the day that she didn't get the leave. And then when she came back, she was revenge rostered. So she comes back and all of a sudden her schedule of working 9 to 5 has changed to, what was it, like 4 to 8 or something like that. And it's like, it's very clear. And then that same boss came up to her and said, I really dislike how how dare you kind of take a day off when I told you, that you can't get the day off, and, pretending to be sick and so on and so forth. So I think there must be a lot of these kind of ideas around mind reading and projection for people who are revenge rostering their staff. Now, is it hurtful? Yeah, it's extremely hurtful. Should it be done? No, it shouldn't be done. And we should have rights. That's a tricky one. I want to know from you down in the comment section below, what can we do if we're being revenge rostered against? Like, if your boss is revenge rostering, have you experienced it? Have you ever done it yourself? Do you have a comment? Can you let us know? No judgment. We don't criticize. It's not healthy, but let us know. Let us know down in the comment section down below. Like, what is it? All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you again next time.